That was Auto Didac by Swerve Driver. You're on 2SCR 107.3. My name's Luke. You're on Drive. How you doing this afternoon? Before that, you heard Bring Sido Favir by There's One. And at the top of that set, you heard Gemma Hayes by Chasing. Now, if you tuned in just now, or if you were listening to it earlier, we got the Motherfunks in the studio right now. Now, these guys are bringing a bit of soul, funk, and jazz down from Cali, Southern Cali in the States. They'll be playing tonight at Foundry 616 on Harris Street, which is super close to the 2SCR studios here, so we're happy that they gave their time. So in the studio right now, I have Geronimo, Mitch, Travis, and Ryan. Sorry, man. Sorry. How you doing, guys?
Doing alright.
Good.
Great.
Beautiful, beautiful. So let's talk about your social media profiles, because I picked up something that's fairly consistent along all of them. And that is that there's one person who you guys find to inspire your artistic flair, and that's Danny Devito. So
That's right.
Yeah, Danny Devito, Dr. D. Devito, yes.
Where's that coming from?
Well, I'll start off just by the fact that he's not my only inspirations. There's also Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman is also there. They're the best duo. We would love to substitute Arnold for Morgan Freeman if they made a twins too. But however, Danny DeVito, let's get to him. He is one of the most free human beings ever, with the most charisma and attitude ever. So, you know, we might be little in the world. However, we can bring a bang. You know, we can fun stuff up.
So it's about like that way that he holds himself on the screen. You guys want to do that in your music, right?
It's his attitude, it's his charisma, it's the way he...
It's just a complete joke, but we love it. So like, we're all about Danny DeVito.
No disrespect to Danny DeVito.
We love Danny
if you're
DeVito.
listening to this, it's not that sarcastic. We actually do love you.
We watch a lot of Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
So you guys you grew up in California. Were there any local acts or events or kind of things that were happening over there that have influenced you in the way that you've grown up as musicians?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Travis grew up in Long Beach, and we're all very influenced by the hip-hop that came out of there in the 90s.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like
Sublime was a huge band
Yeah,
at that time.
G-Funk, everything from the G-Funk era, Warren G especially.
Northern California, you know, like Hieroglyphics, Living Legends, all the guys. Del the Funky, Homo Sapien, inspires much.
For sure.
Yeah, so I don't know, you guys have recently moved to Sydney a couple of years back, right? So if you've been following it closely, Sydney's live music scene has struggled in recent years, but in about probably the past 18 months to 2.5 years, it's been coming back, and it's been making a comeback, more live venues and that.
Yeah,
So what made you guys base yourselves in Sydney?
Me.
The
Mexican.
Man.
Yeah, like I moved here probably like 3-4 years ago, and I just loved it. Like, I mean, I was always doing music on the side, but it's like Sydney's just so chill. You can just go to the beach and hang out. People much more relaxed
Even though we can't swim.
than California. I make sandcastles. That's a trade.
Ooh, bad.
Man, I wear it with pride, homie.
Yeah.
You ever seen my sand turtles? They are second to none.
You're right.
I mean, Ryan was telling me earlier that you're like the handyman of the group, so I suppose...
I'm like the handyman? I am the handyman. I'm Mr. Fix-It, homie. Anything happens, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm sure, because you guys do live together, so if like there's a faucet that's having a bit of trouble, you hand it over to Geronimo.
Yeah, and then it's broken 2 weeks,
It's not to say that
we
we don't have a couple things around the house that need fixing.
For sure.
Well, if people didn't keep breaking them...
Let's not do that.
So, did you guys move here initially to pursue a music career, or was that just because Geronimo, you moved out?
Well, I moved here just because I could. Like, I had residency, so I just went for it.
Cool.
And the boys literally followed me here to pursue
Sort
music.
of. It was a big push and pull. So, like...
Well, we did with
Mitch and
LA
I-
or this, and I was not budging, so we just came to Sydney.
Yeah, Mitch and I were living together in LA, and we were trying to get him to come back over, because we used to play music together just after we graduated high school. It's kind of funny, because we both knew each other in high school, Geronimo and myself. And then Ryan and Mitch used to play together in high school.
Yeah,
and then
that's true.
after high school, we all started jamming together. Ryan was in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And then after a series of events, everybody kind of moved, going their different ways. Geronimo going to Sydney, and Mitch continuing to go to school in Santa Cruz. And then when he was done, he came back and was living with me in Los Angeles. So we're like, dude, Geronimo, I know you've been in Sydney, but come back to LA. Let's start playing music again. And he was like, no way, man, you guys got to come to Sydney. This is the place. And of course, we're like, man, that sounds like an amazing place to check out.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. But now that you're sort of you're sinking your teeth into the Sydney music scene, what are the main differences do you see? Because I'm sure you guys meet a lot of other people in the same position as you. You know, working your way. Any.
Well, the Sydney music scene compared to LA, like now that I was really involved in the LA music scene, I feel it's more. You see the same people all the time, you know, like there is a very close group of musicians that kind of collaborate. So I used to see gigs like every week when I used to live in Surrey Hills, so I used to go out and the bloke that was like in the open mic one day was the guitar player for the next band, which was, you know, that bass player was playing for the sax player. So everyone is kind of connected, like they're all, I don't know if they're all from school together or I don't know what's happening, but people are very like, it's a very close circuit kind of people that kind of.
And compared to LA, like it's a great place, and a lot of people are like, "What are you doing here? Like, you guys were in Los Angeles. Like, why did you come to Sydney?" And it's very saturated with musicians and actors, comedians, anybody who's in entertainment, which is great to immerse yourself in, and you learn a lot from those people. But at the same time, because it's not just people from California moving to Los Angeles or just people from America moving to Los Angeles, it's people all over the world moving to Los Angeles. So you really have to be somebody that stands out, really have that, you know, thing, or you have to know somebody, I guess. That's kind of what they like to say.
We don't have either. So we moved to Sydney.
That was the next question I was going to ask you. Are you guys keeping your ties with LA, you know, in terms of if you guys ever want to go back and play there or check it out, you know, back home?
Yeah, all of our families live there.
In the area.
Yeah, in the area, very close.
We've got friends. I mean, I was playing in like a 10-piece Afrobeat band in LA for a bit, and we all made connections there. We've got a buddy that's got an amazing studio. It's just not the place that we wanted to spend these years of our lives right now. We just like the location basically better over here.
For sure.
Surf those northern beaches with nobody on it.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
Oh, I do love Bilgola Beach. That's my local haunt when I go out there.
We won't tell you ours.
No, because you know the listeners will be flocking there right now. Oh, but if you do want to check them out, you guys can head to Foundry 616 tonight. They'll be performing there. They do a really cool open mic jazz kind of thing that I've checked out a few times. It's definitely worth looking if that's your thing. You guys are going to be playing your song for us right now. So what's the name of this song?
The song is called Sophia. Yeah.
For sure. So how about I play a real quick ad, and then you guys get set up for playing?
Yeah, beautiful, man.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right.